Gloves Up, Episode 4. I am your host, Jacob Koopman, the Jewish Jawline, the soundboard god. And people, today I have a very interesting bit of news, a tidbit of entertainment to bring to your head tops. It's the official KSI and Alex Wassabi, Faceoff / press conference hosted live with the help of the Wade Concept. He did his thing on this thing, but I wanted to give you guys my raw, unfiltered opinions and thoughts on what's going on in this press conference in real time. I know we saw some footage of KSI boxing in there, so I've heard. I only saw bits and pieces of it because I tuned into it a little bit earlier, but I haven't seen the whole thing, and so I wanted to break it down for you guys live in this video. Let's get into it. I've got the headphones. This is going to be interesting.
Folks, we got a good one today. My name is Wade Flemons. I am your host for DAZN X Series KSI and Alex Wassabi. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Feeling real good.
That was one thing I noticed over the course of this entire interview was the fact that, hey, they are doing it over Zoom, so there is going to be some feedback and some interruptions. It happens to me all the time when I do the Jacob Koopman show, and it's funny to see that there's no difference here, even when they have this like 4K quality that all these guys are looking immaculate. There's still so many times, and this even from what I saw earlier, the brief amount of stuff that I saw earlier, these guys constantly interrupt each other.
I think this is the first fight where I'm not the underdog, so it's nice. I feel like I don't have to go so hard anymore. I can just take it nice and easy. I'm not taking. I don't get it wrong. Like, I'm definitely taking Alex Wassabi serious, but I don't think he understands like the levels I'm on.
So this is something interesting off of the bat, and I was originally going to do a separate video just talking about both of these guys' mentalities coming into the fight. This, for me, was a telling sign that perhaps KSI isn't taking Alex Wassabi seriously enough for this fight. I think he views him as a tune-up fight. It could be the opposite of what I had originally hypothesized, which was that KSI might be feeling the pressure of this more than ever because it is his comeback fight, and it is going to be at the O2 Arena, and I believe it's London. It seems like now, though, he doesn't really view Alex Wassabi as a credible threat to his boxing career. You guys don't need me to tell you that, though. I mean, anyone that takes their opponent lightly going into a professional fight, it doesn't matter the discrepancy in skill level or how much of a size difference there is. That's never, ever a good idea.
And I'm just so beyond him.
Yeah, listen,
I've said it before. He's a side quest. This is just something I'm just going to do on the side. Cool. Get the cobwebs out. As soon as I get in that ring, I'm going to annihilate him, destroy him. And it's just going to be, it's just going to be curtains for him. And he's just not going to expect it.
So my original suspicion about KSI is correct. He does kind of view this to be a tune-up fight. Again, very, very bad mentality to enter any fight with. You do not ever want to underestimate your opponent, especially against a guy like Alex Wassabi that can actually give you a very, very decent run for your money.
He's not going to expect the levels I'm going to bring. Trust me. Like, even yesterday, bro, I sparred 7 rounds beautifully, bro. Beautifully.
So this is obviously some of the first, I feel like, footage that we've seen of this new KSI that he continuously talks about. He looks good. He looks fluid. Obviously, it's released by him. I believe it was kind of in conjunction with a new album or a new song that he's teasing. I forget which. So it's going to be his own type of media. I don't know how much necessarily stock that you could put in footage like this, but if he was going 100%, he does look good here. I can't lie. He does look fluid. It looks like that power is still there. It looks like he's kind of, if we're just going off of this footage, of course, it looks like he's kind of reeled in that wildness.
All in a row. Not like I wasn't doing 2 rounds here or 2 rounds there, bro. 7 rounds, non-stop. I'm fighting killers, bro. I'm sparring killers, bro. How do you think I broke my nose? Do you think I broke my nose just falling over the Simon video? The water guy, or the waternik, or whatever we want to call him. Like, nah, bro, it was in sparring, okay? I got hit with a hard shot, and I still came forward. I still came moving.
I don't know if it's just me. Real quick, also just a side comment. Look at Wassabi. Look at how cool, calm, and collected he is. He's kind of just like, oh, I'm gonna let this guy gas himself out. I'm gonna let him talk himself out, and I'm gonna wait for my turn to go after. So, just cool as a cucumber from Wassabi. And in KSI's case, I do feel, and we are only a minute 45 seconds in, I do feel as though KSI is doing a little bit of posturing. It feels like he's trying to not only convince Wassabi and Wade of the fact that he's going in there against these killers and he's sparring every single day. It feels like he's kind of trying to convince himself that he's been putting in the work. I'd say look for that over the course. We're going to continue to watch this. Look for this over the course of the face-off. I think that's something to watch.
Bro, I haven't been knocked down. Have you been knocked down, Alex, actually? Have you been knocked down? You have? Wow. Wow, that's interesting.
I guess KSI wasn't expecting that answer. Was he expecting Wassabi to say, "Oh yeah, no, I've never gotten knocked down sparring for a fight before"? I know Wasabi's only had one fight. It was against his brother, but he's been sparring for about, I think, 2 years. He said, at the very least 1 year. So to assume that a guy like Wassabi that basically lives in the gym, same as KSI, would not get knocked down at some point sparring is a little bit ridiculous from KSI. And again, I do get this feeling that he is reaching early on.
Trust me, the people I'm sparring are killers. Killers. Okay, if you go look at shoe fights, bro, look at where I'm training. I've been training here for how many years? 2 and a bit years. And you think, after I beat Logan, you thought I was just doing the music, just enjoying myself, singing, just selling out shows, singing left, right, and center, rapping left, right, and center. I was just taking it easy. Bro, I'm a workaholic. I'm an animal, bro. There's no one like me. There's no one like me. I am a special breed, okay?
He's not lying. KSI, the gym that he spars at, puts out plenty of tough MMA fighters, plenty of tough boxers. Actually, MVP Michael Venom Page, he trains at this gym, so this gym puts out killers. There's no question about that. And if KSI has been sparring with all these guys, that is a major W for him in his fight camp. Again, though, kind of just trying way too hard, in my personal opinion, to, for some reason, like make Alex Wassabi believe that he's this tough guy, or like make Wade believe that he's this tough guy. Like, I feel like someone that's secure in themselves would know all these things, right? Would say, okay, well, I've been sparring with some of the toughest guys in the UK. I've got a great gym, great trainer that doesn't let me slack at all. I'm good. I'm confident in myself. I don't need to put forth this big fury or this big flurry of I'm gonna be, you just, I don't know. Confidence is quiet, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm excited that you.
But you're not. But you're not. You think I'm swinging. You think I'm swinging. You think this is coming. This is what you think is coming. It's not, bro. It's not. Down the pipe. Down the pipe. Okay? You want orthodox? I'll go orthodox. You want southpaw? I'll go southpaw. You want angles? I'll give you angles, bro. You won't be able to deal with my pace. I'm called the nightmare for a reason, because I will drown you. I will make you suffer, okay? I will be in your head over and over and over again.
Again, just kind of the discrepancy I want to point out. Look at Wassabi. Look at the way he answers. He's calm, cool, and collected. And then KSI just jumps in. You think I'm gonna, you think, This to me is speaking volumes about where both of these guys' heads are at pre-fight. Wassabi is much more calm, cool, and collected because he knows, he trusts his work. I think KSI, I think I'm getting down to the reason why KSI is so loud. I don't know if he necessarily trusts his work. And it might be that he is feeling the pressure of this kind of comeback fight. And he feels like, oh, I need to put in extra work. Whereas I think Wassabi's just kind of, hey, listen, I'm going into this fight. I don't really have a lot to lose. I'm representing the USA, sure, but I know that I'm a gym rat, and I know that if I put the work in, I can, increase my margin of victory. So just a very telling kind of interaction there.
Alex, you're seeing that energy across the pond there. And I'm looking at your face, and it kind of just looks like you're just kind of fed up with all of what KSI is bringing right now. What are you reading off this energy he's giving you?
I did not get that at all. Again, I think that's posturing, and I don't think, like, Wassabi just kind of looks like he's legitimately waiting for his turn to speak. He's just taking in everything KSI is saying. Look at that face right there. Coop imposed freeze frame on that face. That face, I feel like, sums up Wassabi 4 minutes into this entire face-off thing. He's just very cool, calm, and hey, I'm here. For him, this is a byproduct. This is just something he has to run through before the fight, before he can get back to training. This is the feeling that I believe that Wassabi has. I don't think he's bothered at all by this.
Bro, you really think I'm going to go in round 1, just try and knock you out? I've told you what I want to do.
Yeah, I do think that, KSI, and what are you gonna do about it? Like it? Dude, it's just, I love this Wassabi. I know this is the Wassabi we usually see. I know in my last video I said he's a very nice guy, and that's what's gonna lose him this fight, but this time he seemed a lot more calm, confident, collected. Like perhaps this kind of cold, steely Wassabi. Maybe this has some sort of bearing on the fight, but I just love that. It's very funny. Yeah, no, I do think, quite frankly, you're gonna come out in the first round and try to beat me up, try to knock me out.
I want to destroy you. I want to repeatedly hit you in the face. I want to see you give up. I want to see the fear in your face while I'm smiling at you. And you just realize, oh, I'm f***ed. Oh, I'm truly f***ed. There's nothing I can do now. I'm in this ring with this monster. I'm in the ring with this nightmare, and he's just constantly coming at me, and there's nothing I can do, and I have to just deal with it. I have to just close up, and then I'm dead. Angles swinging, bro. Just destroying your will slowly, ever so slowly. And then before you know it, all you'll see is black. That's it, bro. It's done.
So you sound pretty confident that you're gonna win.
I'm very confident.
So why?
I always put my money where my mouth is. I always talk the talk and I walk the walk.
Yeah, so KSI does tend to talk the talk and then walk the walk. I said in my last video, he's much like McGregor in that sense, not obviously skill-wise, but just in terms of hyping up fights and trying to write these checks that he has to cash with his mouth. He's very similar in that regard and getting into his opponent's head and stuff of the like. So he is a supremely confident human being, and that is one thing I will give to KSI. He moves forward dauntlessly and bravely, and he deals with the consequences later. That will take you, I feel like, in some circumstances, a long way in life. So shouts out to KSI for that.